Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for adult doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening.
Hello Internet, my name is Kelsey, and welcome back to my closet. So last time we talked a lot about the myriad of MGA products that's going to be coming out this year, so I figured we should look at some other products that are going to be coming out, although I do have a little bit more MGA to touch on later in the video, but mostly we're going to focus on some Mattel, a little bit of Spinmaster. Before I talk about anything, I want to make one comment. Why? Moving on. Firstly, for Barbie, we've got these Totally Hair Barbies, which is a name that may sound familiar because this is a line that Barbie had in the 80s. While these are not reproduction dolls, they do seem to draw some inspiration from an 80s style. There's a lot of colors, there's a lot of stars, there's some scrunchies, although they are plastic scrunchies, which I hate, but there are still a lot of good things about these dolls. I think they're all very pretty and colorful. They actually come with an extra outfit piece of some kind, either a vest or a shrug or something along those lines. They have jewelry, they have hair accessories, and each one has different color streaks in their hair. It also looks like the hair accessories can change color in cold and warm water, sort of like color reveal. Even the packaging has kind of an 80s vibe to it if you see the way that they wrote out Totally Hair. I think these are really cute. There's 4 dolls in total. We've got a range of skin tones and hair textures and body types. And hair play dolls to me are always fun. I just love when they purposely make a doll whose hair is meant to be styled and changed and comes with the things that you need to do that, such as hair ties and a comb. One thing we could have used on these dolls, of course, is better articulation, because some of them have their elbows permanently bent, which is unfortunate, but it's still a cute line. So these are going to come out in May, and they're going to be $19.99 each. Next from Barbie, we have another wave of Barbie Extra Minis coming, which is extremely exciting because I really enjoyed the first round of Barbie Extra Minis. So far, we only have pictures of 2 different ones. This first one has kind of an orange and yellow theme. She's got a really cool tie-dye jacket and shorts combination that look like they're made of a nice denim-esque material, and then she's just got a little tube top underneath. She's got a pineapple purse, which is adorable, and I think it really goes with her color scheme because she's obviously meant to be very summery, like she's on vacation. And of course, we still have the same amount of articulation, it would seem. Faces look to be the same mold, so this one's definitely cute. Then we have this one. She's definitely extra. I don't know how I feel about this one just because she's got a lot going on, and that plastic overall skirt thing is kind of ugly. In this picture you can see that they have it off, and her little dress is actually super cute. She definitely looks better without the little skirt thing. But her pigtails are kind of a mess. And I don't mean like the hair is messy. I think the rainbow colors are just a little bit overboard, but that's just me. It's just not my personal cup of tea. There's no release date yet about when this second wave is going to be coming out, but the first wave of Barbie Extra Minis kind of came out of nowhere, so it could be that they're gonna come out soon, and I would assume that they're gonna be the same price as the original ones. I'm hoping that we'll see more pictures, that there'll be other dolls in this second wave besides these 2, because again, I really liked these. I thought they were super cute, really well detailed for their size, and probably better than most of the regular size Barbie Extra dolls. Next, this is something that I haven't really talked about on this channel, and I've alluded kind of to this and the issues surrounding it before, so I figured let me share these dolls with you and kind of explain a little bit my feelings on the whole situation. So Spinmaster is coming out with another wave of Harry Potter dolls. We have a 2-pack with Hermione and Ginny, which comes with extra outfits and a little trunk, extra pairs of shoes. It's very, very cute. Ginny even has her little pygmy puff Arnold, which is adorable. And then there's going to be a Harry that comes with a second shirt, which is his little Weasley sweater knit by Molly Weasley, which is so precious, and his invisibility cloak and head wig and his broom. And I really like these. Full disclosure, I am a big fan of Harry Potter, but obviously I don't agree with the whole turf stuff surrounding J.K. Rowling. Unfortunately, as a lot of Harry Potter fans have had to do, we have to go through this death of the author situation, where you have to separate and compartmentalize that you really like Harry Potter, but you don't like J.K. Rowling. And I've personally been able to do that, but then at the same time, I kind of get uncomfortable with myself if I want to buy Harry Potter official merchandise at this point. Even though I really like these Harry Potter dolls and I think their stylized looks are adorable, I have not gotten any of them yet because I just feel like I shouldn't be buying something that's going to go straight to her pocket. So I don't know. I keep going back and forth. There's also that set with Luna where she has two outfits and her little Patronus, and I know that if they ever did a Draco doll that I would absolutely die. So I just wanted to say that, full disclosure, because the Harry Potter dolls have come up in passing before, but I haven't really gotten a chance to fully explain my feelings on the Harry Potter dolls until this point. Has anyone else gone through similar feelings when it comes to Harry Potter and the products? Also Harry Potter themed here, we have some Mattel Harry Potter dolls. I don't understand either why Mattel and Spinmaster both have licenses to do the dolls. Is it because Spinmaster does these stylized dolls, whereas Mattel sticks to more realistic dolls? I don't really know the behind the scenes logistics of how they can both make the dolls at the same time, because even the packaging is very similar. If I saw them all together on the shelf, which I'm sure a store would put all the Harry Potter products together on the shelf, I would think they were made by the same people. But anyway, we have Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Hermione is a potion set. She's got a cauldron and some ingredients. Harry and Ron, it looks like they come in the Ford Anglia that they used in the Chamber of Secrets to break Harry out of the Dursleys' house, and they're dressed in casual clothes, whereas Hermione's dressed in her school uniform. The biggest difference besides the style of dolls between the Mattel and the Spinmaster dolls is that the Mattel dolls have more articulation. You can see that they all have elbows, wrists, and knee joints, which means that it's easier for them to move around, whereas the Spinmaster dolls only have the basic 5 points of articulation. But personally, I've never really liked dolls that tried to recreate actual human faces. It's so easy to miss the mark and then just make them look kind of uncanny. So stylistically, I prefer the big-headed anime look of the Spinmaster dolls. And now we are going to move on to Bratz. Somebody mentioned to me during my live stream there were a couple of Bratz reproductions and other dolls that were coming out that I hadn't really seen information about yet, so I did some digging. I found a list of what's coming for 2022. Now, some of this stuff we kind of already heard about, and maybe this is old information and you guys already know, but because I like to collect and compile things into these videos, I figure we'll go through it anyway. And since we did the fall lineups for Rainbow High, Shadow High, and OMG, it only makes sense to do one of the other huge lines from MGA. So first we have a reproduction of the Bratz Tokyo Geisha collector doll, which is Kumi, and she's going to be retailing for $79.99, which is a better deal than trying to get her secondhand on eBay or Mercari at this point. So if you've always wanted this doll, now's your chance to get her. And she was originally supposed to come out last year, so I'm not sure why she got delayed, but seems that she's going to be coming out in the fall instead. And this picture is not an actual picture of the repro, it is just an old picture that's being used as a placeholder, just so you guys know. Then in the spring, I'm assuming around Pride Month, we're supposed to be getting a 2-pack, and it's considered a designer 2-pack because it says at the bottom here, Bratz X Designer, probably the same way they did Bratz X GCDS, which they kind of reference up at the top of this graphic here. And it says that the designer is an LGBTQ plus designer. It's going to have pride-inspired, super detailed outfits, articulation, doll stands, and eye-catching packaging. And of course, Nevra and Roxy are right here on this graphic. It's not 100% confirmed that it's going to be them in this 2-pack, but as they are the only canon LGBTQ plus couple in the Bratz universe right now, I think it's safe to assume it's probably going to be them, which is going to be super cool. It's going to be the first time that a major doll line is going to have a canon gay couple in a 2-pack. This is a big deal. This is a first for the doll world, and probably one of the better things that MGA is doing with their time at this point. We have to applaud them for that. And pulling in an LGBT designer to help work on the dolls is also a very appreciated step in this process. So these two are going to be $79.99 for the 2-pack. Then we are going to have a reproduction of the Flaunt It series of Bratz, which I believe is the second series of core dolls, if I'm not mistaken. I actually have Flaunt It Chloe. She was my original from when I was a kid. That was like the first ever Bratz doll I got, I think. So Flaunt It Chloe means a lot to me. Of course, it means I probably won't be getting the reproduction one. The original reproductions of the first 4 Bratz were pretty good. At least they were better than the Rock Angels. I mean, we know all the problems we had with those. So I think these are going to be just as faithful. That being said, the MSRP on these is $26.99, whereas right now at Target, the original reproduction quartet are only $19.99 each. It's possible that this MSRP is subject to change because the first round of release when they were at Hot Topic last year was more expensive than when they wound up in other stores. So maybe they're going to be doing the same thing where they come out at Hot Topic first. Either way, it'll be fun to see reproductions of another set of classic dolls, and it kind of gives us a glimpse into how the rest of Bratz is going to go. At this point, we've had very few newer Bratz dolls come out. The majority of them have been reproductions. That seems to be the path that they're following, is just slowly bringing back all of the dolls in the order that they came out back in the day. Besides Rock Angels, that was totally out of order. And along with Flaunt It, we'll also be getting Dylan, and I definitely had Dylan because looking at his little bag, I had that bag hanging around for a while. But it's good that the Bratz boys are also getting some love. It's just unfortunate that instead of bringing out all of the Bratz boys because they all came out at the same time, they're doing this one at a time. Of course, boy dolls always don't sell as well as girl dolls, so that's probably the reasoning behind it. But the Bratz boys are really cute, and I'm glad that they're not just being ignored in this whole Bratz reproduction. And finally, we're going to be getting a reproduction of Girls Night Out. And this is a really pretty line. There's some really interesting hairstyles and a lot of really fun outfit pieces. Plus, they had rooted eyelashes, which I hope they would definitely bring back, being that these are reproductions. So I guess each year we're probably going to get one of the bigger lines along with a basic line, which means I'm really excited to see reproductions of Formal Funk because it's really hard to get Formal Funk dolls secondhand. They're very popular and so they're very expensive. So I would love to have reproduction Formal Funk dolls at $36.99, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Girls Night Out is what's coming out this fall. And yes, as I said, they're going to be $36.99, and we're gonna have Dana, Sasha, Jade, Yasmin, and Chloe, which will be Dana's first reproduction. And so that's what we can look forward to from Bratz for this year. And that is everything that I wanted to cover for today. So let me know what you guys think of all this stuff. Let me know what things you're looking forward to, what things you could live without, your feelings on this. And thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and until next time, bye!